Good evening. I am bored. I'm feeling better. I got a lot of stuff done and I was looking to see who was live and so I can go in and listen and there's not one damn channel that I watch that's live right now. Nobody's live. Hi Maddie. Hi Big Bad Wolf. Hi LRM. Hi, Just Doom. Maria. There's nobody live. So I was coming in. I said I was gonna do a GoFundMe, and that was a joke. You guys know that. Although I am raising money to get me some lovebirds, okay, and a gilded cage. I need a GoFundMe for Monita to get the Turks and Caicos. Then I need a Burberry purse. Good morning. I'm not good morning. Good evening. The Black Widow channel. Hi, Sammy Joe. Hi, Gamecock Jenny. Viva La Roca. How are you? Hi, Colleen with the K. Crystal 5454. Hi, Nurse Jen. How are you, sweetie? So I was listening earlier to Alex Murdaugh, to the trial judge when he delivered his verdict yesterday that he denied his trial. And I'm like, thank God that trial was denied. I listened to the sentencing of Shonda Van Ark and the kids with their impact statements. I listened to all of that and I'm like, there is so much nastiness that's going on. So, and then Jonathan Majors, the actor, who looked like he was running away from his girlfriend, who turns out he had abused her, and then he was telling her it was going to ruin his career. He's blaming God for his bad luck. Your bad luck is your abusive temper that you had, not just with one woman, but a lot of women. Okay. Hi, Cree. Hi, Cray J. I'm sorry. Yes, they're quiet. No one's Angel's not live, Maddie's not live, MRE's not live, Maria and Ann Savage, nobody's live. It's like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? I know last night was crazy. It was really crazy. Hi, Kirsten, how are you? It was like everybody went live yesterday and no one is live today. Hi, Just John. Danny's not live. I haven't seen she dropped any new videos. I'm just at a loss. Bombshell went live earlier. I'm like, okay, does anybody not go live on Tuesdays anymore? You think hell's gonna break loose too? That's what I'm thinking. It's too damn quiet. All hell is getting ready to break loose. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, all hell is getting ready to break loose. Hi, Susan. That's crazy. Doom, I'm going to drop the link. Anybody want to come up and have a chat? I'm not going to be here too long. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm not going to be on too long. It was just, I was bored. Anybody wants to come on, you can come on. This shit is crazy. I'm like, it is extreme. I'm serious. If I go through all of the channels that I actually watch, and I'm subscribed to a lot of channels. No one is live tonight. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's Tuesday. It's not Super Bowl Sunday. What's going on that I don't know about? Is everybody out shopping? It's not Christmas. Hey, Doom.
Hey, Miss Black. Yeah. So I was watching that ARC case. Did you listen to what the judge said to her? The
Yeah.
word. Oh my God. I never even heard a judge be that not only was he pissed, but he was empathetic towards the victim. And
Yeah.
she did.
Uh-huh.
She sat there, nothing. Didn't even, raise an eyebrow. And I'm like, how evil can you be? This man is talking to you, and you are just sitting there like you don't even care.
See, I have it up. I mean, I watched it earlier, and I had to turn it off because when I heard the impact statements, that was a little bit too much for me. But I know the judge, yeah, he wasn't happy. Hold on. So, Gator Hater, Heidi, do you think the appellate court will remand? No, Alex Murdaugh is not getting a new trial. He's tried everything he can to get a new trial. Now, I saw Maddie said something earlier. Hold on a second. Let me get this up. Maddie said, it was in the comments, Maddie said that he thinks that it was a shooter that was standing outside of the dog kennel or right outside, and he got the son. I do believe there were two shooters. But then again, I said, no, it can't be because he would have ratted on them if he's going through all of that. And I was thinking it couldn't be Buster. It wouldn't be his brother because he called his brother. I'm thinking he used two guns, and I'm serious because Maggie was running away. He got Paul. Maggie was running away, and she didn't get that far, and she was shot in the back. So he did this himself, unless the crackhead, his cousin, or the drug dealer, helped him. But if that was the case, they sweated him out, and he did shoot Alex. When he was acting like he had a flat tire, but I don't think he had anything to do with those murders at all. Alec is guilty. What do you think, Doom?
I haven't been keeping up on that.
You didn't watch the Alec Murdaugh trial?
Nope.
Doom, I covered that from the beginning. I think he's guilty, and he's not going to get a trial. He wanted the other judge to excuse himself. Okay, you got a new impartial judge, as you said it, and you still were denied a new trial. He's not getting a new trial. But the clerk's actions, if you listen to what the judge said when he came down and he denied the trial, he said rendered nothing. It was her opinion. And he
him.
Yes.
Yeah, he is guilty. There is no way around it. He did that deliberately, and it was him that did it. He knew what he was doing. And yes, now I remember this case.
Okay, so here's the thing. You got to remember, Paul had been causing him all kind of issues. Paul had committed negligent homicide, which they couldn't get him out of. He was getting hit with lawsuits. They found out that he was well, they already knew he was taking pills and stuff and flying all these women in, but his way of living, when Maggie hired that outside firm to do a forensic analysis of their books, and she found the money he had been stealing, not only from the company, well, from the firm, but from the family, that's when she had enough. He knew it was all coming out. There is no way you'd have known Maggie and Paul were down at the kennel if you weren't down there. There's no way your voice is going to be heard talking to Paul and Maggie, and then not even 6 minutes later, not even 6 minutes, they're gunned down. So he's guilty. Yep, that guilty. Snapchat, that did him in right there. That sealed his fate right there. He was there. And how are you going to have two of your family members taken out and no one takes you out? Then you try to blame Mallory Beach's family, saying that Paul was getting death threats. Hi, Knitting with Amanda Panda. How are you going to do that? And he did that when when the police and everything were outside. When they got there, he was telling them and trying to fake like he was crying, talking to his brother. Those cops said they knew right then and there he was guilty. Hi, homemade subs. He's guilty. There was no grounds. He was saying, I'm telling you, my first thought was the clerk of the court was working with them to try to get him a retrial because she's known Alex. She's been there for 40 something years or 20, whatever it was. She's known the whole family. I thought they were working together to try to get him a new trial. So he's not getting a new trial. And I'll say it again, Buster better watch out because they are still investigating Stephen's death and everything is pointing to Buster Murdaugh. It's pointing to him. It really is. So, Doom, tell me about you moving. Are you moving to Las Vegas or what are you doing?
Okay, so I was talking to Bambi about this a couple days ago. I just was told recently that the job that I have here is temporary, and I didn't know that. Well, the GM told me that they have an opening at one of their hotels in Las Vegas, and if I wanted it, I can have it. So I told him, well, I need a job. I need a job. So I told him, okay, I'll take it. But the problem is that when we were talking earlier today, he told me that he didn't know if the job there was temporary or permanent. The only thing that he told me is it's the same position, but he doesn't know if it's a permanent thing or if it's just a temporary thing.
Well, I'm sure he can find that out for you.
I told him, I would like more info. He told me that he'll dig into it, but he's not here for the rest of the week. He's dealing with another hotel, and that hotel is going downhill quite fast. But he told me that Friday he'll have more detail. So
just know when I come to Vegas, I'm not staying at no motel, okay? Hi, Mr. Jimenez. Look, I'm not staying at your motel.
No, I stay at the hotel I'm at right now. Costs about $200 a night.
Okay.
Thank God I work here. Now, since I do work here, I do get an employee discount, so that does help.
Okay.
But but like I said,
so how are you going to get to Las Vegas?
In my van. I got it in my van. It's out back. I have to, take pictures of it. But me and that van have been going back and forth with an argument lately, and we don't get along right now.
Doom, I thought you didn't drive.
Oh, no, I do drive.
I didn't know that. Because I remember you said that you took the bus to go. Well, anyway, okay.
No, at that time, okay, so no, I'll clear that up. So at that time, my mother's car was only in her name. She didn't have me on the insurance for the car.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's not like I could take the car and drive it whenever I want.
I see. I didn't think you drove, though. Seriously, I don't know why I was under the impression that you didn't drive. I don't know why.
No,
I really don't.
Yeah, see, the main reason why Mom didn't put me on her car is because it was cost prohibitive. So it cost her $250 a month just to insure her. To insure me, it would cost an additional $350 a month. And Mom was like, no, we're not doing that. Mm-mm.
I get it. I get
it. It would have cost too much to do that. So it was just like, I'll take the bus if I have to go somewhere, or I'll take an Uber if I have to go somewhere. So it was just one of those things.
Okay, so do you like staying in the area that you're in right now, or do you want to move? Mr. Jimenez, I'm not going to forget about our date. I'm trying to find a balloon dress right now because I can't wear anything above the knee. I can't wear anything tight. I can't wear anything low cut. So I'm going to find a sack dress to put on so I can be there for our date. And thank you so much. The truth will come out. Thank you for becoming a new member. Yes, Mr. Jimenez has all kind of stipulations on what I can wear. So I have to go look for a sack dress.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Doom, he grilled me on his panel, telling me what I could and couldn't wear. I was like, okay. So I have to dress like a Pentecostal schoolgirl. Oh, that's it.
Good Lord.
Pentecostal schoolgirl. That's what I'm gonna dress like. Yeah. So
Oh dear.
but do
Oh
you
dear.
like the area that you're in? Do you want to move?
So it's a twofold. Like I like my area, but unfortunately, you know where I'm at, there's not really that many job opportunities. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like, you know, I like living here, but long term, it's not viable. The other reason why it's also not viable is starting, I think it's in June. Don't
Okay.
quote me, but I think it's starting in June. Our car taxes are going up. The tire tax right now is at $10. It's going up to $150 in June.
Tire tax.
Yeah, we pay tire tax. It's going up. To register my vehicle, if I had a vehicle back in December, it would have cost me about $200. Now, if I register my vehicle here, it's going to cost $485. So this state is literally becoming cost. It's not cost effective anymore.
What year is this van that you bought?
So my van is a 2005. It's a Ford E250.
Doom, do you know my car is a 2019 and I register my vehicle every 2 years because that's the way I have it set up. It cost me $168. No, $198.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I want to get out of this state is because our governor is stupid. Like he doesn't, you know, I hate to say it, but we're in the Midwest and we're not rich people here. We can't afford what he wants to do.
Well, I tell you what, you need to make up your mind what you're going to do so you can get settled someplace. And
Oh no, I'm going to Vegas, but like I told you, you know, I don't know right now if the job is temporary or
okay.
if it, you know, or if it's permanent.
Yeah, because the cost of living is high in Vegas. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But at the same time, you know, if it's a permanent job, I'll be happy. But like I was saying, you know, if it's not permanent, at least I'm looking to see what's out there. You know what I mean? At least I'm looking. So
well, while you're in Vegas, yes, because you can find work at any casino. You do know that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking at what's, you know, what's out there in the general vicinity. That way, if it does end up being temporary, I can send out my resume right away. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that way, you know, I'm not stuck in limbo somewhere. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense to me. So we were talking about Shonda Vander Ark Fennison hearing, and I do have it up, and I do want to play it because. But put Doom at a blackjack table. Oh, I would go sit at his table. Yep, there are tons of jobs in Vegas, so you'll be okay. Seriously, if you went there, you could. They're always hiring at the hotels, at the casinos. Always, you will always find a job out there.
Yeah, so I think it's a good move that I'm going out there.
Okay.
Plus the other thing is I don't have to deal with snow.
They got snow in Vegas about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but what was it? 2 inches?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. They got 2 inches. We got 5 feet.
Well,
I'd rather take the 2 inches.
Yeah, so we're gonna get snow weather again next week. But let's take a listen to this. Hold on. Let's take a listen to this. Look at her. She doesn't have a care in the fucking world. It's like, I didn't start my son to death. I didn't do anything. It's everybody else's fault. I'm gonna fast forward this time. But that attorney right there, he cracks me up with his facial expressions. I'm like, he could not represent me. I want the judge.
Right.
There we go.
You may be seated.
Hi, Mustang.
We are on the record in file 23110FC. It's people of the state of Michigan versus Shonda Vander Ark. Are you Shonda Vander Ark?
I don't know what's going on in
All right,
Michigan.
Ms. Vander Ark appears
And
before the
Ohio.
court with her attorney, Mr. Fred Johnson. The people are represented by Matt Roberts. The date and time scheduled for a sentencing in this case. Have the people had a chance to read the pre-sentence report and the attached guidelines?
We have, Your Honor, we have no additions or corrections, although I have been.
I want to hear all of that.
Question here are in July 7th, 2022 to January 19th, 2024. And we're asking the court. to
Their
amend
audio is horrible.
If the court plans to proceed on that.
Mr. Roberts?
Your Honor, that request is made by the Department of Health and Human Services as compensation back to the Crime Victims' Rights Compensation Act. That fund did pay out some funeral expenses as a result of this.
Doom, can you hear that?
Is entitled to seek compensation.
I can barely hear it. Even when I was watching it on my own, it was just like, it was horrible. It's like, do these people not know how to mic up?
But we do believe it is an appropriate reward, and there is documentation from the state to indicate.
I want to get to the part where he is actually, because you can hear the judge really well.
Is Mr.
Hold
Johnson?
on.
Can you please state your name for the record?
Millie Joan Ferguson.
All right, you may proceed. Go ahead, Ms. Ferguson.
Thank you. I'm Millie. I'm Timothy's youngest older sister. I'm 2 years
Yep.
older than him. One of my earliest memories I have was being taken away from my parents by CPS. My two older brothers rode in a car ahead of us, and me and Timothy rode together in the second car. And in every picture we have as a family, Timothy was always right by my side. We were the two youngest, the two smallest. We were the two that sat in the middle in the backseat car rides with the two small car. The last two to get hand-me-downs, the two that never had to worry about not getting homework help from an older sibling. He was always 2 years behind me, so every time I got to the next level in school, that's how many years I had to wait for him to follow along. When I was in
He was
eighth
really
grade,
close to her
he was in
brother.
sixth, and there was a student in my science class that started talking about him, trying to start rumors. I stood up right as class was starting, as people were quieting down, and I shouted at him to never talk about my little brother. People could say whatever they wanted about me. I didn't care, but not about him, and never about him, because I was his big sister. It was my job to protect him. I like to say I don't regret things in my life, that every mistake I've made has made me who I am today, but when Timothy died, I couldn't stop regretting. I regret not hugging him more and teasing him so much instead of telling him that I loved him every once in a while. I regret not.
I want you to look at the way the mother looks at her. Did you notice the way the mom actually looked at her?
Putting aside my differences with Shonda and Paul just to check in
I
on him.
did, yes.
I regret not dancing with him the last time I saw him at our brother's wedding. These are the things that I can't remedy now. There's no fixing what's been done. No way to redo it all over again. And that's my regret. That I couldn't protect him when he needed me most. Timothy was so smart. He could take anything apart with
Okay.
any tools.
I just want to hear the
none at all.
judge.
He had
'Cause I
trouble
can't take
focusing, but
this.
when he did, he was just as smart as the rest of his class.
I can't take that. That's when I started crying.
Individuals here to speak on Timothy's behalf. I appreciate you being here.
Their audio sucks. I had my earpiece in, so I can't. Yeah, I can't do this one. The audio sucks on this one, and it's sad. But you guys just need to go watch that. That sentencing is 49 minutes, and the audio on here sucks. But I had my ear pods on when I was listening to it, so it wasn't that low. But he really spanked her hard. What do you think, Doom? Hi,
He
Muggsy.
did. And the thing of it is that the entire time he was giving her the sentencing, all she kept doing was just having her head down, no emotion, like she didn't have a care in the world. Like she didn't care. Like, it was just like,
It wasn't her. It was like she had no emotions. The way she looked at her daughter was, to me, it was like she actually, her eyes said everything it wanted to say. She has no emotions, no nothing. It's all about her. And she deserves exactly what she gets. And then I was watching the show the other day on the Mustays. You remember the family, the Mustays? They disappeared from their California home. And then, it was found out, they thought they had crossed the border and went to Mexico, but he found out that his business partner had actually killed the wife, the husband, and the 2 little kids. And it was all behind money.
I remember that one.
I was watching that and I was looking at these beautiful kids. And do you know how old these kids would be today?
No, not off my head.
Oh my God, June. So this happened in what was it? This happened in 2010, and the kids were 6 and whatever. They would be in a early 20s or getting ready to be 21, and the other one's going to be in their 20s. That's how long this shit is disgusting. This shit is disgusting. I watch all of this shit and I'm sitting there going, how do you, I don't know. I watch it, I listen to it, and then I try to think what goes through these people's heads when they're killing or when they're taking a person's life. The other day I was watching, I don't know if you remember the story of Caitlin Armstrong. You remember she killed a cyclist. And the way she got caught, I think it was Costa Rica, they posted an ad for a yoga instructor. Well, she was in a love triangle and she killed the cyclist. And then she went on a run. She had like $6,000 of plastic surgery done. And she actually shot somebody over a relationship with a guy who wasn't even committed to her. These people are sick.
Sick doesn't even describe it. It's, I hate to say it, but if you're going with a guy who has somebody else, how low of a self-worth do you have? Like, literally, I'm sorry, I'm not a woman. I don't understand it. Okay? I just don't understand how a woman could lower her standards to go after a guy who already has somebody else. I don't get it.
Hi, Soul Skelly. But to me, if you're in a relationship that is doing this to you, you walk away. They have no type of commitment. They have no respect for you. No respect for you. But then you think about the woman that put the diaper on, that drove from Houston to Florida, the astronaut.
Oh my God, I still can't get that one out of my head. Like, oh my God, really? That was the strangest. I'm sorry. I know it was horrible, but it's still so funny at the same time.
It's not, but when you think about it, it's like, this bitch is really crazy. She drove straight through. It's not like it's not like you're working at a convenience store. Okay. It's not like you're working at a convenience store. You have a career. You are that obsessed over a man that you drive. You put on a Depends or a diaper, whatever it was she had on, and she drives to go and try to kill somebody.
What really makes it just totally even more bizarre is that it's like, how hard is it just to pull over for 10 minutes and actually go to the bathroom?
Because I'm telling you, And see, when that kind of thing happens, and that's when they say premeditation, because you have time to stop and think what you're doing. You have that time to gather your thoughts. In the heat of the moment is when it happened, it's happening right there. But when you plot and plan and then you map out a route, that's premeditation.
It is. But it's still so damn. I'm like, it's just so damn funny. It's just so damn crazy. You put
But hold on, I'm gonna get Alex Murdoch because the audio there was really better. But oh, see, I had Alex up. I'm telling you, when I was working today, I was listening to all of this, and I was like, he really deserves everything he got. So hold on, I'm just gonna play this 10-minute version of it. Hold on, let me just get it. But his hearing to me was he just knew he was going to get off or he was going to get a new trial. He's told this to Buster. I have all the recordings too of the jail, of his conversations with Buster. He's trying to get Buster to go hunt on the property. Why would Buster want to go hunt on a property where his mother and brother were killed at? He's asking him all these dumb questions. To me, I'm trying to break his code because I think he's speaking in code. Okay. There's Skinny Murdoch.
I will ask you some questions, and there are no right or wrong answers. The truth is what I seek, and that is the truth of what you experienced in relation to these questions at the State versus Murdoch trial. You rendered a verdict on March the 2nd, 2023. That verdict was read in open court by the foreperson of the jury.
Excuse me.
And then the court said this: Madam Forelady and
Hi,
members of
Stacy.
the jury, if that is your verdict of each and every juror, let it be known by raising your hand. The transcript then indicates that the jurors complied. The jury was individually polled, and each was asked, was that your verdict? Each juror answered yes.
Yes.
Each juror was then asked,
Yes, he did.
is that still your verdict? And each juror answered yes.
So he did. He was trying to get Buster to gamble at a casino. Their conversations within his jailhouse calls are so weird. He's asking him, if he's seen, he was talking about his uncle, and then he was asking about the dogs, and he wanted him to go hunting on the property. Then he wanted him to go fishing someplace else. To me, he was giving him codes to go do shit. That's what I'm going to take. Well, I might be able to do it this Saturday. I'm going to play these recordings.
Was that an accurate statement about your verdict at that time?
Look at him.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Was your verdict based entirely on the testimony, evidence, and law presented to you in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
He is, Denver. He
Did you
is.
hear Ms. Becky
I
Hill
fight like a
make
girl.
any comment about this case before your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
If yes, what did Ms. Hill say?
To watch his actions.
To watch his actions. What else?
To watch him closely.
Doom, did you see Buster in the court?
Uh-uh.
What else you remember?
I did watch this earlier, though.
Yeah, but I don't remember seeing Buster anywhere in there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
There it is, but I can't remember.
Okay, that's fine. Was your verdict on March the 2nd, 2023, in any way with any influenced in any way with any communications by the clerk of court, Becky Hill, in this case? Want me to
Yes,
read it
ma'am.
again?
Yes, please.
All right. Was your verdict influenced in any way by the communications of the clerk of court in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And how was it influenced?
To me, it felt like
I don't see Buster.
she made it seem like he was already guilty.
All right. And
Ain't nobody
I
gonna
understand
influence me like that.
that's the tenor of the remarks she made. Did that affect your finding of guilty in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Be at ease. Those are my questions are submitted to the juror. Are there any reactions, further questions, and so forth? If there are, and you would like to voice them, I can ask the juror to retire to the jury room. Just tell me whether I need to do that. All right, sir.
I don't see Buster. She said she said that it was influenced. The judge found that it couldn't have been. So she, hi Sasquatch, how are you? He was driven by greed. He is evil as shit. Yeah, that judge. Well, that's that's North Carolina. I mean, it's sad. Hold on. Let's go back here. That was that one juror that still didn't sway him to get a new trial. And I don't think the appellate court is going to agree to a new trial. Now, unlike the shit they're doing with Scott Peterson right now with the Innocent Project, they took up his case.
Yeah, that was bullshit. Oops, sorry.
No, that's okay. I say a lot worse, Doom. Okay, can we just get past this? I just want to hear the judge tell them hell no.
That I'm not going to take time to quibble about. My ruling is pursuant to your request, I am going to allow the juror to examine her affidavit, and then I'm going to question her about it. That's my ruling. Your objection is overruled.
Damn.
For the record, I just want to note, Your Honor, just for the record,
You noted 606. I hear you noted.
in no way waiving anything or opening any door by asking you to let her examine.
That's for a higher court than me to decide.
Well, I understand that. And that's why I want to make sure when they read this transcript, there's no confusion. I'm not asking you to put that into evidence. I'm asking you to
Well,
let
I
the
don't
jury
see
go.
how in the world I can question the juror about something and not put it into evidence. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Mr.
Damn.
You could
I
have
love
been
her.
very satisfied with the answers that were already given, but you have chosen to ask about this.
Request.
Denied.
Your Honor, all the time we ask witnesses to examine a prior statement.
Mr. Harpootlian, I made my ruling. Please take your seat.
They're not playing.
Bring me juror Z. Get me another copy.
It's in here.
Yeah.
It's in here.
Mhm. Yeah. Juror Z, I asked you previously, was your verdict on March the 2nd, 2023 influenced in any way by communications from Becky Hill, the clerk of court? You answered that question, yes. In light of what you said in the affidavit, which is I had questions about Mr. Murdoch's guilt, but voted guilty because I felt pressured by the other jurors. Is that answer that I just read a more accurate statement of how you felt?
Yes.
Overruled.
See, they were trying to blame it on Becky Hill, but she said
So
she
you
felt
do stand
pressured
by
by
the
the other
affidavit?
jurors.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you. All right. You may go to the jury room. And let me just explain to you what the procedure will be. I'm calling the rest of the jurors, of course, one by one. When I'm finished with that, I will bring you out as a group one more time, and then you're free to leave. You don't have to stay. Okay? Very good. You may go to the jury room.
What's that?
Before this juror is excused, but after she steps out, I'd like to address
All
the
right,
board.
all right.
You may be excused.
Well, she just cuts him off. So, with all of that being said, he was denied, which he should be denied because he is guilty as shit. So, what do we think about this shit with Scott Peterson?
I think that is bullcrap. Okay, everything, the evidence has not changed. Okay, there is nothing that the Innocent Project can do to change his verdict. There is nothing. We were talking about this in Jesse's channel a couple days ago, and me and her felt that this is just nothing more than a publicity stunt for them to get their name back out there. But it was just like, this is the worst case you could use for publicity.
So what they're saying is that there's proof that there was a robbery across the street. There's a neighbor that said that she witnessed her walking the dog and then her being putting in a van. Does that mean that Scott Peterson is innocent? No, he could have had somebody pick her up. I think he's guilty as shit. I've always thought that. When I watched him,
but
when
here's the thing.
Yes.
But here's the thing. It was already said at the trial there was a robbery going on. That didn't change. What the Innocent Project is trying to do is take evidence that was already there and try to make it like new evidence. You can't do that. It's already in there. It's already been reviewed. You cannot stick your hand in a black hat and pray for a different outcome when it was already put out there. Nothing.
But they're saying that they found DNA evidence. What DNA evidence did they find?
I would like to know that.
You know, because he did appeal his death sentence. Okay. I'm trying to think, what DNA could they find when they found Lacey and that baby out? This shit is crazy. But that was denied, and then the state of California overruled the death penalty cases. And I mean, you know, they cut out the death penalty, which that guy that got killed in, was it Mississippi or wherever it was with the nitrogen, he suffered a terrible, terrible thing. So they said, you know, the Innocent Project is set to exonerate wrongly convicted people and to free people that are incarcerated that did not commit a crime. What else could they have that's going to say somehow or another that, you know, because they got to meet a certain criteria for them to take his case. You know what I mean? They have to meet. There's a criteria you have to meet. They just don't take any case.
Well, I actually do think that in this case, Jesse was right. I do believe that this is just nothing more than a publicity stunt. I don't think anything they can do will let him off. I just think that maybe, you know, maybe she's right. Maybe this is just him going, look, we know we're fighting an uphill battle. We don't care, but at least we're getting our name out there. But the problem is you're using the wrong name to use as a publicity stunt.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Doom.
I don't think they understand the predicament that they put themselves in. Like, do they understand how hated Mr. Peterson is?
It doesn't matter how hated he is. Okay, people hated Casey Anthony as well. She was found not guilty. So what they're basing their taking Scott's case on is that witness that saw Lacey walking that dog. Then they're saying about the house across the street that was burglarized. They're saying that Scott couldn't have made her disappear if he wasn't there, and no one ever said he had an accomplice, which they didn't. They're saying that a van was set, a creepy van was set on fire, and then they're saying that Lacey's watch was sold at 2 separate pawn shops while she was missing. What does that mean? That means that somebody could have took her watch and threw it somewhere, or gave it to somebody, and they were pawning it. That is not, to me, stuff for you to take on a case. Maybe I'm missing something.
But here's the thing on that, Heidi. Who's to say that Scott Peterson didn't take that stuff, give it to a bum on the street, and say, here you go?
That's what I was saying. Yep. They have guidelines on how they take a case. Seriously. Oh, wait a minute. It's crazy to me there's been no street justice for Casey. Oh, George Zimmerman. Oh, my God. That case pissed me the fuck off. But anyway, just be careful. Don't be having Skittles or Yoo-Hoos and walking around in the neighborhood that you live in with a hoodie after dark. Okay? I'm just saying. Nope, there was no known serial killers in the area at that time. But this is what they're basing taking Scott's case. And that to me makes no sense because all of this has been investigated, just like you said, Doom. Hello?
Oh, what was that, Heidi?
I said, just like you said, all of the evidence that they're trying to bring back up has already been investigated.
Yes, it has.
Investigated.
And if there was, okay, and I do have to say this, if there was some other DNA, they would have found it. How many days and months did they comb over the area where they found her? I mean, it's not like they went in there for 2 hours and then they left. They combed everything. They went
through
over
that house.
everything.
They went through that house. They packed up all kinds of stuff. They got his boat. They got the waiters that he had. I'm trying to figure out what do they think they're going to accomplish. So her watch was pawned twice. I think it was December of 2002, and then it was pawned again in February 14th. That doesn't. Somebody could have bought the watch, then went back, and then they, and then they pawned it. So, and they're saying it was a female that did it for the first time. So with this DNA evidence that they found, they're saying that what did I read? It was a bloodstained mattress was discovered in the back of a van, something like that. But if the van was set on fire, how are you finding this bloodstained mattress? They don't know if the blood was Lacey's or not. I think this is putting her family back through all of this shit all over again.
It is. It's not fair to his ex-wife. Well, dead wife, whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just there is nothing new out there. Everything that they're arguing has already been looked over. Nothing has been withheld. I can understand it if things were withheld and then it came to light. But this is what we already knew this. And do you know how many creepy vans are out there that are owned by people? I mean, it just that's not a smoking
Doom, do
gun.
you have a creepy van? Doom, do you have a creepy van?
It does kind of look creepy.
But Denver, yes,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Denver, I did hear that, and that was a good question. Why was she out walking the dog when Scott could have walked the dog before he left? Because reportedly from her OBGYN, he had told Lacey that in the morning she needed to put her feet up. Denver's question is, why was she out walking the dog if she was told to put her feet up? That makes no sense to me. That was a good one, Denver. I didn't even think about that, even though I heard the testimony. But they have actually gone and asked for 15 different categories of evidence. I remember reading that. And I'm sitting there going, this is the same shit that was presented at trial. Then you got him with his girlfriend, who he's telling her that he's in Paris when he's at a memorial for his wife. And he doesn't even look like he's concerned. And, you know, he's saying that the cops told him not to go out searching, which, you know, I might be able to understand that. But then when you're doing that interview with the news reporter and your phone is going off and your wife is missing, you turn off your phone so you can finish your interview. If your wife is out missing, every time that damn phone rings, you would be picking it up. He already knew she was deceased. He knew what he did to her. He knew that. What do you think, Doom?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, he was busy calling Amber Fry. What a name. But they need to let these family, you know, the whole thing is when that news reporter stated, and when she testified, and when she was there, the phone was going off. He turned his phone off, didn't even look to see who was calling. That to me told me everything that I needed to hear. He was not concerned about Lacey's whereabouts. You didn't know if it was somebody had kidnapped her that was calling for ransom. You had
He wasn't
no
even
idea.
looking for her.
Nope, he
not
wasn't.
even looking for her.
Nope, he wasn't.
He acted like she wasn't even missing, like everything was fine. No. Your wife was missing and you're not even actively looking for. He didn't show any interest in her, you know, with her missing until people started snooping. Then he started showing interest of
With the
oh
fake
my God,
client.
where's my wife?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
fake client. But then when they found him, he done colored his hair. How much cash did he have on him? Was it $15,000 or $10,000? He had changed the color of his hair and everything.
It's just like, ugh.
I don't think they have a good case. I'm sorry.
No,
And
they don't.
it might be political. It might be. Yep. Damn, Denver, you remember this case. Her dizziness was really bad. She was really nauseated a lot. Get a damn divorce. Yep. Connor. That little boy's name was going to be Connor. Yep, he changed all of it. So if you're innocent, why you got this money on you? Why are you changing the color of your hair after your wife was found at the same, not too far from where you went out fishing? Why?
Yeah,
That is not a coincidence.
no, it's not. And it just pisses me off.
But I'm telling you, Doom, if that man gets off on this, you know, that's going to be like another Chris Watts. And I still believe to this day, Chris Watts' girlfriend, well, she knew what he was going to do. Trust and believe me, he knew what she was going to do. She knew it. She knew it. Yep, he was guilty. He was guilty as shit. Doom, what are you doing?
Nothing. Why?
It sounds like that you were rolling, you were smoking a crack pipe.
No. No.
I'm joking. But no, so I went back and I looked at the timeline when I heard about the Innocent Project taking this. And, I had a few little things, when I heard the house across the street got broken into, but then there was a lot of break-ins in Modesto during that time. Okay. I went back and then that other lady that was pregnant and her husband, this happened right before Lacey's or right after Lacey's. Was her name Lacey too? When she thought her husband or boyfriend was going to medical school, and come to find out it was all a big lie and he killed her too. That was all around Modesto too. I don't know if that was before Lacey or right after. I thought it was a copycat. I thought it was a copycat thing. It's not like he was rolling. Look, I said rolling crack, but you know.
But here's the thing, here's the problem with that. If they're going to try to do a break-in theory, like, oh, there are other break-ins and whatnot. Here's the problem. Okay, if they were breaking in, why did they assault the people that were in the houses? Why was it only Lacey that they caved? It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense. If Lacey saw them breaking into the house, why would they kidnap her? Why wouldn't they just run past her? She's pregnant. Why would they do anything to her? That makes no sense to me.
And it doesn't make sense to me. So it's like, if they're going to use that if they try to use that argument, it's not going to make sense to anybody. It's not.
I'm just like, he wanted a divorce. He was with Amber Fry. She never even mentioned that he was married. Nothing. It makes no sense for them to try to claim this man's innocence. But okay, I'm gonna watch this closely. I want to see what happens. When he appealed the death sentence, it was denied. Okay, it was denied. They turned him down for that. They refused to overturn that conviction. Okay, so then after all of that, California, I think they did away with the death penalty or something like that. California resentenced him to life in prison and possibility of a parole. I'm like, wait a minute, he's going to get a parole. I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell are we going to give him a parole? And, with her family, and her mother was outraged, her stepdad, this shit is just crazy. So
it is. It's all crazy. This world has gone cuckoo.
And then when he was, what was it? He was at San Quentin. He was moved off of death row. Is it because they got rid of death penalty, or I don't remember. I need to go back and look. But then he was transferred to another prison, and that's where he was supposed to spend the rest of his life at. Now you're telling me that the Innocence Project is going to say, okay, let's take a look at this. Maybe they're doing this as a class project. What do you think? I think they might be doing it as a class project.
Could be.
I mean, because it's making headlines. Huh?
No, just because they got rid of the death penalty, there are still inmates on death row. Usually when they're sentenced to life, they are put in death row. They're not put in the general public. Like where my state is, there's a whole debate on, the whole death penalty, whatnot. But in my state, even though we don't have the death penalty active at the moment due to the legalities, people who are sentenced to life in prison for inning people or whatnot, they're usually sent to death row to live out their lives. They're not thrown in the general population, at least not in my state.
See, but the governor put the death penalty on hold. But why would they move him? Well, I guess they would move him from death row if it's put on hold. Damn. Okay. But that still don't make any sense to me. Crystal, thank you so much. I understand
that doesn't make sense either.
But why move him?
Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense to me, because look at Marilyn, not Charles Manson. He was put on death row for life. They didn't move him, so why would they move Scott?
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. So I really need to look into this. I really do, because that makes no sense to move him off of death row, because the governor's in office for 4 years. 4 years. Unless he gets reelected, then that's 8, and then you can't run again. So that makes no sense to me. But anyway, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this Scott Peterson situation, because when I heard that shit, I was like, wait a minute, huh? What?
Well, see, Serenity, that doesn't make sense either, because you would think that if he is such a high-profile guy, keeping him on death row in a cell by himself would be safer. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you, Jody. Thank you. I'm just like, it don't make any sense to me. So, and cost of holding him on. I'm serious. It costs more money to execute someone than it does for them to serve a life sentence. I did that paper in college. It costs more to execute someone. It's extra guards. It's the chemicals and stuff they're using. So that's why a lot of states, well, now it's like 3 states are now going to nitrogen, because the nitrogen replaces all the oxygen in your body and it kills you. I mean, that's a bad way to say it, but that's what happens. Okay. So they're looking at that nitrogen. And remember when I first heard about it, and then the first inmate to be executed with that nitrogen happened in Alabama. But they tried to do the gas thing before, and he suffered a lot. Then with the nitrogen, he suffered a lot. It was a horrible death, they said. I remember I read that. But they used that nitrogen of apoxia is what it is. Nitrogen apoxia. And now there's like, I think it's 3 states, Alabama, Oklahoma, and I think Mississippi. Those are the 3 states now that are using this new method, okay? Which is supposed to be cheaper, because the chemicals are really expensive, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all these different things they have to do. And then there's a shortage on it sometimes, and that's why they have to hold off on executions in Texas for a while, because it was a shortage on the drugs that they were using, and they cost a lot of money. Now, when I read this, it said Alabama had 43 inmates that were asking to use this new execution method. I'm like, oh shit. They get to choose how they want to die? Okay, wait a minute. Snuggle said, I read they moved him because it was unconstitutional to keep him since his death penalty, but it wasn't overturned. He did suffer, but his victim, yeah. I remember when I looked that up, it said that it was a murder for hire. And that the victim had I think they had, oh my God, it was a murder for hire case. It was a murder for hire. But they had tried to execute him once before by lethal injection. So it's just sad. But yeah, so that case, it was the murder for hire, right, Snuggle? They get to choose. Huh. Yeah, but now he's actually filing an appeal as well. Hi, Sassy Susie. See, I don't remember it being overturned. I thought they denied it. I swore they denied that, but then they moved him to that's right, because it took him a while to do it. You're right. It was overturned. It took him a while to do it. That's right. That's right. That's right. Because he appealed it. It was like what, 6 or 7 years it took him to decide. That's right. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. It took him a while to decide that. Yep, it was overturned. It took him a while to decide it. It was yep. So, but he filed it in 2012. I think it took him to what, 2019, 2020, somewhere around that time. It was overturned. It was unconstitutional. Well, shit, they better tell that to Texas. Look, they better tell that to Texas and Florida, because they will take you out. Once your final
yeah, they
appeal,
will. Yeah.
you know, once your final appeal is out, they're going to set that date. When Rafael Resendez, what they call him, the railroad killer, when he said that he didn't want to have any appeals, they said that was the fastest execution after conviction ever had in Texas. They took his ass completely out. So Texas don't give a fuck. They don't.
No, they
Capital
don't.
murder, they don't give a fuck. And they're gonna rush your appeals through the courts just so they can kill you. And God forbid you have a heart attack. They're gonna revive you in the execution room. That happened one year. The guy was having a heart attack. They revived him only to put him to death. I said, get the hell out of here. Only Texas. They revived him. They revived him. He was hospital. I'm serious. This happened in Texas. And then they executed him. They set a new date. Yes, they did. They do not play. They do. They will fry you, baby. Texas don't give you a choice. I don't even think they use the electric chair anymore. They
I
don't
don't think
care.
they do either.
No, Texas is ruthless. Y'all think I'm kidding. Go look at a death row case and see how quick they move those appeals through the system. I have never seen court go that goddamn fast before. They don't play. Texas do.
No,
they
they
do
don't.
not play. Let me see how many inmates. Hold on. Let me see how many inmates right now is on death row in Texas. Hold on. Let me ask.
Oh, here we go.
How many
Here we
inmates
go.
are on death row in Texas? Let's see. Right now, so right now, sitting on death row in Texas is 180. California is 652, which that's not there anymore, and Florida 287. Texas has 180 because they fry your ass quickly. The last execution was just what was it? They did the last one February 9th, 2023. Let me see how many they're doing this year. I'm gonna tell you how many. They're gonna probably do 15 this year. How many executions are scheduled? How many executions are scheduled for Texas 2024? Let me see what they're telling me. How many we have scheduled? So as of January 1st, we have 2 executions that are scheduled for February. We have 1 in March. How many new death sentences? So that's all they have right now. Just 3? Oh, that's low for them.
It is. It is.
What state has the highest execution rate? Texas has been responsible for the most execution over recent years by far, with 586 since 1987 as of the end of 2023. I'm telling you, then it's Oklahoma, then Virginia, then Florida, then Missouri. Texas will fry your ass. Texas does not play. So here's what they say. Texas, unlike many other states, has worked out the statutory and procedural kinks in death penalty cases and appeals. In particular, Texas 1995 law expediting state appeals has successfully cut down the time between conviction and execution. I told y'all think I'm kidding. Those cases go through so damn quick. Texas does not play.
They don't even get a chance to put their affairs in order.
Yes, he was on death row since 1988. Let me see what's the longest time the inmate has been on. Let me ask Google, what's the longest an inmate has been on death row in Texas? What is the longest time an inmate has been on death row in Texas? Okay. And that was that one guy, Raymond George, because he kept going through. This was Harris County. He did a 45-year stint on death row for capital murder. That shit don't happen no more. That shit don't happen no more. Not at all. On average in Texas, inmates spend about 18 years on death row. And that was before they speeded up the process. That's an average. Wait a minute, he had his sentence appealed because he was too fat after filling himself up with commissary snacks, saying hanging would be inhuman since he was obese. I'm not laughing. Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Texas don't play. I'm going to see how long the guy that's scheduled, how long he's been. He's only been on death row for 6 years, and he's going to be executed in February. They don't play. They really don't play in Texas. And it's lethal injection. Texas does not play.
It was, Heidi, it wasn't that long ago, was it, when Texas actually still made a spectacle out of their executions? Like, literally, like
they did.
They made it. It was like a great big party. It was like a football game to them.
1 year, what was it? I forgot what year. They did about, I'm going to say 12 or 13 in a 9-month period. They did. I was like, well, God damn. So I was like, oh, damn. Yeah, she needs to. I'm telling you, in Texas, when they tell you capital murder for an officer, a baby, and depends on how heinous the crime was, but there's certain criteria for capital murder in Texas. Once you hear capital murder, that's an automatic death. That's an automatic death penalty case. There is no negotiations. There is no nothing. It's an automatic, I'm serious, death penalty case. And the prosecutor is not making a deal. They're not making a deal. Not at all. So, but I'm going to see, because right now we've only got 3 scheduled so far, which is weird. So I need to check and see what's going on in Texas. Look, we only have 3. It's just, Texas is their number one. That's why they got the less people on death row, because they get them out of there. Now, the one guy they did execute found out, what was it, about a year after his execution, that he was actually innocent, and they paid that family a lot of money. I am from Louisiana. Born and raised in Louisiana. I moved to Texas when I was 14.
Wait, Louisiana doesn't play either, do they, Heidi?
No, Louisiana don't play either, but the cops will kill you there quicker than you'll go to death row. But Angola is one prison you don't want to go to. Anybody that lived in Louisiana has always had to take that Angola prison tour, and the smell in there. Oh my God. Yes. It's one of your field trips. You got to go to Angola. The hell I want to go to Angola for? Angola is nasty. Now, Texas jails, like downtown, they're right downtown. Because they look like a damn hotel. Then they don't keep them in, so the death row inmates used to be in Huntsville. They don't keep them in Huntsville anymore. They don't do executions in Huntsville anymore. They keep you in Huntsville and then they transport you like 2 weeks before your execution to the prison where Clint works at. And that's where the executions happen. Yep. Of course, have you heard about the mayor in New Orleans? Cantrell sleeping with the chief of police, and he's married, and they're taking all these trips on the city money, and now the FBI is investigating them. They all crooked. All of them down there, crooked. That includes my cousin who used to be a cop and now retired. Well, 3 of them. But yeah, they're crooked down there. Yeah, Mayor Cantrell. Sleeping with the chief of police. They were living in an apartment that the city was paying for. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. The FBI is now investigating her. I've been following her for a while. She's just as crooked as they come. I don't know how the hell they elected her mayor. The woman can't even speak correctly.
The woman can't even speak correctly.
You can't. Mayor Cantrell. New Orleans mayor. Mayor Cantrell. And they just make fun of her all the time. But this guy is married. Latoya Cantrell is her name. And she's sleeping with the chief of police. She's under investigation right now. He took a trip with her to some kind of conference. And the money, I think it was like $15,000 for the hotel, which the city paid for. Oh, yeah. Federal prosecutors' pursuit of Latoya Cantrell continues. This was as of December 18, 2023. Yes. They are all up in that ass. Her and the chief of police. So, yep, she's crooked as can be. So, that's Mayor Cantrell. They all crooked. Shit. I'll tell you, they all crooked. And my cousins in New Orleans that were cops, they were all females. They all crooked. Shit, I don't like them. They crooked. All right. I'm going to get out of here. But I just want to come in.
All right, you have a good night.
There was nobody live, and I don't see anybody live. She must. At one time, I was sheriff mate and police wives were all swing. Oh my God, they were swingers. Wait a minute, in your town, over where Broke Down Barbie is, and Broke Down Ken, I think they broke up for real this time. And then Dante is now talking, but he took the picture when they were out in California with her kissing some married guy, and with Broke Down Ken was acting like he was so mad. He looked like a toddler that couldn't get his damn way. Get out of here. Oh, is that the one they pulled the train on? Oh, shit. I know they got a lot of swingers. Do you know how shocked I was to find out how many swingers clubs they had in Atascocita? And that's a big swinging area. I had no idea until somebody told me that. I said, get the hell out of here. Oh my God. Your sheriff, the mayor, the police. I'm sure Broke Down Barbie fits right in there. Did you guys see my food that I cooked today? I know, Exo, you saw my food. Yes, I remember that. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, I heard. Now, did she say that? See, I don't remember if they proved that's what happened. I also know in the Alex Murdaugh trial, at the time, the police chief there, he was friends of Alex, and he had his employees running to get his laundry, cutting his grass, and having an affair with forced an affair on one of his black deputy sheriffs. It was a woman, and he only got to do community service. and he only sat in jail for, what was it, 4 days? Yes. Oh, you know what? I was looking to see about Jermaine Jackson and about the woman that said, how many years ago, 30-something years ago, that he came to her house, R''d her, and then left, and she told Barry Gordy about it, and she was married at the time, but she never told her husband. I haven't heard anything else about that case, and I've been looking to see if there's an update on it. And now it seems like Steve Tyler, he's being charged with R. I'm like, God damn. Y'all wait all these years to come forward. Okay. Yeah, Steve Tyler. He's been, someone's come up against him. The pineapples, no, we won't turn them upside down. I'm waiting for somebody to come accuse Boy George. Shit. Oh my God. No. But why are they waiting? I still haven't heard anything else about Russell Brand. I still haven't heard anything else about the case that they're trying to put against Russell Brand. I understand that P. Diddy had a couple of more women come forward. He's paying off people left and right. I'm like, your ass gonna be broke by the end of all of this. They all need to go. Now they're trying to say that he's the reason why, what's that one used to be on the Disney Channel, Orlando, whatever his name is. They're saying that because he R''d that young man at the time he was on the Disney channels, this guy has lost his mind. Oh yeah, Diddy done. I can't wait till they try to figure out a way to tie him in with that Tupac situation and Biggie. Yep, Orlando Brown. Him. No, Orlando Brown. Yep, also Raven. Yep, him. They said that Diddy diddled him and diddled him and diddled him, and now he's crazy. Yep, that's him, Orlando Brown. You know what? I do believe that Quincy Jones did something to to Tevin Campbell. I do believe that. Yep. But they're saying that's because of Diddy. Don't know how true it is. But Tevin Campbell, I do believe that Quincy diddled him. Yes, really talented. I heard that, Drea. I heard that. Oh my God. Wait a minute, who got mad? Wait a minute, who got mad at all of you because you didn't keep her in the know? Okay, what am I? Okay, I'm lost now, Cranky. I'm lost. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go. Cranky, you got to tell me who didn't keep you in the know. You know what? All of these guys, let me tell you, that Cat Williams interview, did you guys watch the Cat Williams interview on Shannon Sharp's YouTube channel? If you didn't watch that Cat Williams interview, you need to watch Cat. Hold on a second. Hold on. Shannon Sharp. Hold on. Let me get this. You need to watch Cat Williams. Cat spoke the truth. Hold on. I want to find. Hold on a second. Cat spoke the truth. He said about Harvey, Shay Shay Room. He spoke about Harvey Weinstein and said what offer Harvey made to him. He told it all. He said that Harvey Weinstein offered to suck his dick. He said that years before that shit came out, and he turned him down. Y'all need to watch that interview. That interview. Let me get this again, but it's on Club Shay Shay. Y'all need to watch that Cat Williams. Cat in Nothing But the Truth, and he's got all of these comedians losing their shit because he is speaking facts. You have to go to Club Shay Shay. Yep. Please see my DMs. Oh, I don't have a DM. You need to watch that interview or that sit down talk that they had. What is going on with Jen Bailey? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Oh, Savage posted. Okay. I was like, why? First of all, why is Jen Bailey on my timeline? Okay, no problem. Okay. But watch the full interview. It is really, really good. It's 2 hours and hold on. I'm going to tell you how long it is. 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 5 seconds. No, I'm sucking on a cough drop. Yeah, no, I thought she was on my timeline, but it's something Savage posted. I'm serious. It was pure fire. You need to watch it. And then the one he did with my man, he did one with Country Wayne. Love Country Wayne. Watch the Shay Shay video. Cat is spitting out facts, and they couldn't take it. Cedric came out talking shit, and it was proven that Cat was telling the truth. Ice Cube did an IG live. Cat is telling the truth. So, that's a 15-minute stir fry. You can do that. It's a 15. Yeah, Country Wayne is my boy. Oh, you don't know Country Wayne? Oh, hold on a second. Let me show you Country Wayne. He started on social media. Okay, hold on. Let me show you Country Wayne real quick. Country Wayne is fine as hell. He's funny. That is Country
Turn on the
Wayne.
stove. I'm telling you, you can imagine I get a ring.
Right.
You turn that stove on.
Right.
Come on, man. I'm a country boy, so it's really, man. I be hungry, man.
But
I tell every woman in my past, they are, I loved you. No, you didn't. Because if you love me enough, you know, most women, especially in my new relationship,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You didn't work to learn that simple thing. Every woman know I like to eat.
But is vegan food easy to cook? Is it something easily learned? It's like,
man,
you know, that southern food, they be cooking that.
If you love somebody, you'll learn. Like I learned to do a lot.
Right.
My relationship, I learned to figure out how to take care and do what I need
village.
to do. Yeah. I learned how to build a village.
Right.
I ain't had no knowledge of that growing up. Correct. I ain't know that go like that.
Right.
But man, when you love somebody, you'll learn.
So that is a good interview. Country Wayne is a really smart guy. He started doing videos on IG and Facebook. Really, I started following him. He was funny. This was during the pandemic, and he just blew up. It's Kuntry, Country Wayne. Oh, you want mine? What is going on with Jen? Yep. I was worried about Cat for a while because I'm like, somebody gonna take him out. But they're scared of Cat. He said Kevin Hart hasn't been in the building with him in 25 years. He's like, I don't know what happened between him and Kevin Hart, but he said him and Kevin Hart has not been in a building together in 25 years. He goes, if he's going in the front door, Kevin's probably going out the back door. Oh my God. Oh, we're going to have to cover this. Oh, thank you, XO. There was another one, XO, about the woman actually shot him. She caught him in an act. I mean, she killed him. This was in Houston. Shot and killed him. She caught him in the act of ordering their daughter. Yeah, he's fake as fuck. He really is fake as fuck. And after the fact that you done cheated, I'll say it again. Tori had your back. She was working double jobs while you were trying to make it in comedy. Soon as your ass made it, you started cheating. And then you got this Nico, whatever her fucking name is. You done cheated on her so many times. Her stupid ass don't care because she's there with the money. Tori gave a fuck and she left you. But guess what the funny part is? Tori Hart is touring with Cat Williams. That's the funny part. Tori Hart is on tour with Cat Williams. So Kevin Hart is going to be in, where is he going? So they're both touring at the same time right now. Cat Williams challenged Kevin Hart to a comedy off. He said he told him 1 million. He's giving him 3 choices: comedy, basketball, I forgot the other one. 1 million per. He said, and he's bringing his in Cash Player, so it's up to you. And Cat was getting on a private jet and he was flying out. But yes, Tori is touring with with Cat right now. Yep. Yes, his case with Tasha K got thrown out. The judge sided with Tasha K. I was like, what? Yes, the judge sided with Tasha K. But Tori is right now touring with Cat Williams. And Cat said the only comedians he put on his thing are comedians he finds that are funnier than him. Cat is funny as shit. I haven't watched Tasha K in a long time. I don't know, but I know Cardi B want that money. Cat is funny. I was trying to see if he was coming to Seattle. He's going to be in, me and Crazy Cat Mama look. He's not going to Vegas. He's going to be in New Orleans because my sister and them have tickets. Then my sister calls last night, asked me if I'm coming back for the Zulu Ball because she just got her dress. No, I'm not coming back for no damn Zulu Ball. You should have told me that when I was there. So you like Lovely T? I haven't watched Lovely T in a long time. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and start checking out Lovely T's channel because I know her and Tasha were beefing for a while. Because they were all on Conscious thing one time and they just went at it, all of them. Well, I guess Kevin couldn't, if his NDA that he had her sign, if it wasn't solid, well then that was the loophole right there. Okay, I'm gonna go check out Lovely T. All right. But I haven't watched Michelle what's her name? Atlin in a while. Lovely T or Tasha K. After I saw that mess they did. Yes, he's in New Orleans March 9th because my sister's going to see him. Yep, he's in New Orleans March 9th. My sister and her boyfriend and her son, her oldest son, they're going to go see Cat. And that's right after she's coming back, basically almost a week after she comes off her cruise. She's going to go see Cat. I don't know. I might have to go to New Orleans to see him. But I was trying to see if he was going to be in Vegas or Seattle, or I was hoping he might add Spokane because I don't give a shit how much the tickets are. We paid that money to see Matt. I will pay more to go see Cat. But he and Kevin Hart are touring at the same time. So, no, nowhere in the West Coast. I forgot how close he was to me. I forgot where we looked and we saw where he was at. I'm going to have, not Kansas. No, his hometown. I think he's going to end his tour at his hometown. Oh, you just look. Yeah, Cat is funny as shit. Cat is funny as shit. Now, Matt was funny too. Matt Riff or Rife, whatever his name is, he was funny, but he's no Cat Williams. Dave Chappelle is funny as hell too when he's not on stage drunk. He's funny as shit. Who do you think is taller, Cat or Mini Matt? Cat's taller. Oh, shit, I'm stuttering. Cat is taller just because the man that he is. XL, I would never kick you out of here. You know that. I would never. I was watching some old Dave Chappelle shit the other day. I was looking on YouTube. I was looking at some old Dave Chappelle stuff. I think my favorite is when he played the blind man and didn't realize he was black and he was a white supremacist. That shit cracked me up. And I don't know why I find that skit so damn funny, but it is. What's his name? Clayton? Clayton. Yes, Clayton. So I like that. I like the Prince one he did. Oh. Yes, I remember that. Oh my God. Clayton, was it Clayton Bigsby? Clayton Bigsby. That was that one, the Prince skit. And then when he goes from the black man to the white man, Dave Chappelle, I couldn't wait for the Chappelle show to come on. And then Eddie Murphy's brother, shit. Oh, I couldn't wait to see Chappelle. You like Ashley Larry? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're good. I'm just like, that shit last night to me, like I said, this shit has gone too far. It really has. But you guys are great. I'm going to rest it. Oh, Bernie Mac, the king of comedy. Bernie Mac is the king of comedy. Bernie Mac, the man, the legend. Cat Williams looks up to Bernie Mac. He said how Steve Harvey contacted the producers of Ocean's 11 to try to get, then he tried to get Cat to come on tour with them. Richard Pryor. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Red Fox, Richard Pryor. You know who, George Carlin. All of these were great comedians. The Kings of Comedy tour, it was Bernie, baby. Whether he came out first or last, Bernie is the king of comedy. Paul Mooney, oh my God, yes. I just saw something with Paul Mooney on IG when he was talking about this little white boy. I was cracking up laughing. Yes, I love George Carlin. And you know, I love Seinfeld. You have so many Sam Kinison, what's the other one's name? The one that cursed all the time. with the black hair. Oh God, he thought, oh, I can't think of his name. Oh, Milk and Cookies. You want some milk and cookies? Take your punk ass upstairs. I told your punk ass brother. See, Bernie is like me. See, I'm gonna say what you don't want to say. I was like, I be laughing. I'm like, yep, Barney, tell him. Robin Harris, Baby Kids. Yes. Robin Williams was a genius. Yes. Yes. It's just sad that he actually killed himself. Oh my God, there was so many white. I mean, when you look at comics, you look at great comics. Oh, you saw Sam Kinison? Oh, I was so upset when he died. Had that accident, didn't go to the hospital, had internal bleeding. I was like, damn. Oh, thank you, XO. I'm telling you, nobody was on. And I was like, wait a minute. But, you know, I think they're right. It's the calm before the storm because shit is probably to go off. And I'm just going to sit back and watch and I'm going to decide if I'm going to commentate on it or not. Some things I just let go. Some things is not worth commentating on because it's just going to cause more issues and problems. So, you know, I just say, oh, well, maybe one day we'll learn. So, you have, you know who I don't like? I don't like Chris Rock. I never, ever like Chris Rock. I don't know why. Never, ever like Chris Rock. And I couldn't stand Bill Cosby, never have. Gary Shandling, I couldn't remember. Gary Shandling, I like Gary. He was funny as hell. Who was the other one that I really, Moms Mabley. Oh my God. I never found Wanda Sykes funny. They've got some really good comedians. It just depends. Yeah, he's annoying. He's annoying as hell. But when I first saw Bernie Mac, oh, thank you. When I first saw Bernie Mac, it was on Def Comedy Jam. It was the one with Russell Simmons. That's when I first saw Bernie Mac. I was like, who is this ugly black ass man? But the more money he made, the better looking he became. You hated Gary Shandling when you, I guess his sense of humor to me, Jim Carrey, Ari Spears, but Ari Spears has been called out on a lot of little weird things lately. You know, ever since him and Tiffany Haddish, those accusations were made. Once you put out an accusation like that, it's hard for you to come back from that kind of shit. And Tiffany Haddish, I don't think she has any talent at all. I really don't. I don't find her funny at all. Oh my God. And Jim Carrey. I love all the Waynes, but I love Jim Carrey. When he did Ice Ice Baby and Fire Marshal Bill. So, I mean, yeah, I think I might put on Def Comedy. See, can I find Def Comedy Jam on YouTube and listen to Def Comedy Jam? But all of the Wayne brothers, they are, I think my favorite is going to be Marlon. Yep, she gets paid to act herself. She has no, to me, she has no talent. And when Kat said that, I was like, God damn, I was thinking the same thing. Oh my God, okay. JL. Yes, I mean, I love Jim Carrey. I really, really do. I love Jim Carrey. And you got to think of all of these people that that Keenan gave their start to. I saw George Lopez when he had first started in Houston. I saw, oh my God, what's the little fat chubby comedian name too? Gabriel, whatever. I saw. So I used to go to the Improv in Houston all the time. You'll see all of these young comedians that are coming through. I remember when I first saw George Lopez. Yes, Gabriel Iglesias. Yes, him. He is funny as shit. We used to go to the Improv every Saturday night. And now it used to be right off for, well, Southwest, and now it's over by IKEA off of 610. It's a big comedy club now. And that's what I saw, Earthquake, and I saw a bunch of people over there. Okay, Alonzo is good. Okay, I'm not Alonzo. Hold on, let me look him up. Let me see if I don't know his name, but I know him if I see him. Alonzo, what's his name? Bodine. Oh yeah, I've seen him. Yes. Okay, yes, he's funny. See, I didn't know the name. I love Norm Macdonald. Oh my God, I love Norm Macdonald. Yes, he's gone now. I didn't know that was his name. I like Alonzo. Okay. What did XL say? If I were George Lopez ex-wife, I would have taken my kidney back. He got that kidney, then they got a divorce. George he's gained so much weight now, and he looks so old. See, I used to watch the Grand Ole Opry when it used to come on way back when. What's her name? Mama Pearl, whatever. I can't remember her name. That's how I got into country and Western music. Well, country music. Because I used to watch the Grand Ole Opry. I remember when Dolly Parton was skinny. Yep. So, oh my God. I didn't know Alonzo and his Boddn. I didn't know that was his. Maybe I didn't know that was his name. But I like him. He's funny as hell. He's funny. I like him. So, okay. No, we didn't forget Eddie Murphy. Not at all. Minnie Pearl. Yep. We didn't forget Eddie Murphy. Eddie can make leather talk. When I saw, Raw, when he had that, first it was the red one, then the black, that leather was talking. Eddie Murphy makes leather talk. I said, Lord, have mercy. Look at this leather on this man. I'm serious. Eddie Murphy, cannot forget Eddie Murphy at all. I'll watch any movie that has Eddie Murphy in it. Oh, really? He's done several shows in Seattle. Okay. I love Mike Epps. Oh, my God. So I saw Mike Epps in Houston. How long ago was that? It was right after I saw Earthquake. But we saw him in a mall in Houston, too. This man is stupid. Charlie Murphy was funny as shit, too. But I saw Mike Epps in Houston. He is funny as shit. Eddie Murphy has 10 kids? He's like Country Wayne. I think Country Wayne has 9 or 10 kids. Okay. He looks like he has dark continent. I don't know. Something's going on with him. Eddie Murphy's Raw was the shit. I'm serious. When he walked on that stage, all I saw was ass, thighs. Well, I'm sorry. No, I saw the leather. No, I saw the leather. That's all I saw. Eddie, what? It was purple and black. Then he did a show with red on leather. Then he had an all black leather. I'm like, this man makes leather talk. So, I love Eddie Murphy. Ooh, you got to let me know what's coming. Yeah, I saw that too. Look, I saw that too. I'm telling you, when he walked on that stage, I went, oh my God. And that was it. Nobody else can make leather talk like Eddie could. Sorry. You're heading to the corner? Yeah, I like Ron. So Ron White, let me tell you, it's three of them. Ron is the one that sits on stage and drinks. Then you have the other one who was he said, but the redneck something, and then Jeff. Forgot what's his name? Jeff Foxworthy. That's him. John Belushi was funny. Yes, Lord. Larry the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy, and Ron White. I saw the three of them together. They had me rolling. Ron got so drunk up on that stage, it wasn't even funny. He got lit. John Candy was funny too. XO, meet Drea. Drea, meet XO. But Jeff Foxworthy, I was talking about his redneck. I just laughed my ass off. These guys were funny as shit. So if you make me laugh within the first 2 minutes, I'm stuck. Matt had me laughing when I was in there. The other two guys that opened for him, not so much. But Matt had me laughing. So it takes a lot. And if you keep me laughing, I'm good. If I stay to the end of the show, you did your job. Oh, Bill. No, I didn't see Bill. All I saw was Ron, Jeff, and Larry. I didn't see Bill, but I know who Bill is. Bill wasn't with them then. Well, he wasn't with them at that show. No, it's not easy to make me laugh at all. So it takes a lot. But I'm going to go to bed. I think I'm going into the office tomorrow. I like Drunk Ron. Yeah, you got to be here with Debbie. I'm going to see about us doing a recap Thursday. I'm caught up, and I want to see how Debbie is feeling. I saw she did a couple of lives with Jamal, but I just want to make sure that she's okay. And even after all that happened, she needed to go live. So one night we went live, but I just want to make sure that Debbie's okay. Yeah, I like Drunk Ron. Thank you, XO. Yeah, I like Drunk Ron. I don't think I saw him sober. When he came out, he was drunk, I do believe. I like Gary Owen. I really, really do. Oh, Jamal. Yes, I love Jamal. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for spending time with me. I didn't plan on staying up here this long. It's almost 2 hours, but I'm glad we had nice conversation. We didn't have any drama. We're doing great. We're going to keep this up. Good night, everybody. We would drive. No, y'all would be fine because I'll be right there with y'all in the corner cutting up. I will be cutting up, really. I will. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great night. And I will probably, good night, JL. It was nice seeing you. I'll see you guys sometime this week. Oh, wait a minute before I go. I'm sorry. Thank you. The truth will always come out for becoming a member. Thank you, Crystal, for the $10. Thank you, Jody B, for the $10. And Colleen with the K, thank you for the $20. I really appreciate that. I will see you guys soon. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out and just having fun and talking silly. Good night, everybody. Bye.